Welcome back to the broadcast. Well, who knew that beer could be so versatile with thought-out pairings similar to wine? We have the president of the Lakewood Brewing Company here today, and he's here to walk us through pairing ideas for your holiday meals for Thanksgiving. We're so glad you're back.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Here's the deal. I think about Thanksgiving, I think about we're going to have wine, obviously, because it's like fancy holiday dinner and you want your fancy drink, but a lot of people don't think of that beer you can pair to your food kind of in courses similar to wine.
Absolutely, and you know, the great thing about craft beer is that, and locally made craft beer, is that it comes in so many different varieties and so many different flavors, which are really going to complement your Thanksgiving meal. And
you were explaining that to me just a second ago, that like there's certain beers, much like wine, like there's a certain wine that you would have with fish, there's a certain wine that you would have with steak, and beer is the same way in that capacity.
Exactly, exactly. So, you know, let's just start with Rock Rider, for example.
Yes, you're going to walk us through some that y'all offer at Lakewood Brewing Company, and kind of from hors d'oeuvres all the way through the end of the night desserts.
Exactly.
So let's get started over here.
Exactly.
What's this, Rock Rider?
Rock Rider. Rock Rider's our American rye wheat beer. So this is a very light beer. So it's going to go really good with past appetizers, hors d'oeuvres, a nice salad. This is you know, if you're having fish, pair this with fish. It's really nice and citrusy, really well balanced, and it's a lighter beer. You know, it's you got to kind of.
And if you have a day of eating and drinking, you want to start light.
Exactly, exactly.
You got to pace yourself for all that food.
Right.
Okay, next let's move to the Lakewood Lager.
Yep, Lakewood Lager. This one's going to go great with football and turkey. This is my go-to beer.
Sit and drink and cheer on the Cowboys.
Exactly.
Or don't cheer on the Cowboys. Okay, so that's like turkey stuffing.
Yeah, turkey. You know, this is the one that you're kind of just sitting back and having a beer.
Okay, it's your go-to. I would call it your go-to.
It's your go-to beer. Yeah.
Okay, and now we're going to move down here. Hop Trap.
Hop Trap.
Which one's this, by the way?
That's the Rock Rider.
Okay,
that's the lightest.
I just feel like I should probably.
You probably should.
That's good. Okay.
Hop Trap. This one's definitely this one's a little bit more complex. It's a little higher alcohol, so this one's going to go really well with, say, like a spiced ham or like anything that's got some fruit in it. Yeah, cranberries is going to go really well. It's a little more bitter. Because it is an IPA, but it's going to pair really well. So since it's bitter, then you
want to pair it with something that's like sweeter.
Exactly, yeah, and really balance out those flavors.
Get it.
Very good.
I know.
Well done.
Okay, now what I love is with the spirit of Thanksgiving, everyone's thinking about like pumpkin pie and pumpkins, lattes, and that's kind of all the craze. Y'all have a pumpkin spice beer?
We do.
I love this.
This one's called Punkel. This is our fall seasonal. It's a dark German lager, and it's been spiced with cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg, and ginger. So all the things that go into a pumpkin pie that make it taste like a pumpkin pie are in this beer.
Now, we talked last week about how many calories are in pumpkin spice lattes, so I'm just going to just have the beer instead. I think that's probably...
I think you're cutting your calories in half.
Do I need to wait for the foam to go down? Is it true that if I put my finger in it, it'll go? No.
It will.
Okay, I'm going to taste this in a second. But so that's Punkel. We're going to pair with like our pies and our desserts.
Yeah, it would also go really good with like a bisque, like if you're doing like a lobster bisque or something.
It smells so good. It smells delicious. Okay.
Yeah, it's got all those spices in it.
That's really good. I'm really into that. I'm very into that. Ooh, this is tasty.
Yeah, it's very good. It's still very light.
I can taste the cidery, nutmeggy.
Yeah, sure. All those spices that you kind of equate with.
Y'all, this is going to be your Thanksgiving Day jam. I'm telling you, this stuff is awesome. Oh my God, this is so good. Okay, now let's talk about Temptress. That's our last one.
Okay, so Temptress is our dessert beer.
This is how you want to end your night, with a Temptress.
Exactly. She'll put you to bed. This is.
Yes,
so
you will.
We got Temptress here. This is definitely the heavy hitter of the bunch. This is about 9% alcohol, so you want to pour this into a nice big like snifter or a nice big wine glass and just kind of sip on it.
And do you know what I love about your beers? Can we get a close-up on this? On the sides over here, on the side of the label, it says pairs well with, and it tells you. So like on this one, it says pairs well with like blue cheese, dark chocolate, or sin.
Or sin.
No, but I think that's really helpful for the consumer because, you know, on that day you can kind of look at your, you know.
Absolutely.
This one goes good with queso and block parties, so this will be the one that I'll be having. I love it. Thank you so much. You're so knowledgeable and helpful when it comes to doing this.
Thank you guys for having me.
I love it. Okay, Wim's going to join us again next hour to go over a few of the basic steps of drinking beer. In case you don't know, he's going to teach us how it's supposed to be done, so stay tuned for that. Up next, we got some great patriotic singers in the Broadcast Music Cafe to honor Veterans Day. The Levy Singers are back on the show, and when we come back, Susie's going to talk to them. Stay tuned.